Stephanie Thompson says that they pay $700 of rent every month.
I'm actually not, I have no problem saying this. We pay $700 a week for this motel.
Stephanie Thompson said that they pay for where they stay at. Did she say $700 a week or $700 a month? Either way, everybody clocked her ass and said, she's lying, because the area that they are from, they actually have programs there and places for the homeless, and they pretty much put you in there and you don't have to pay anything. So why is she coming on here saying that she has to pay? Is she trying to say that for court? That way, they don't have to pay child support? And we all know as well that Desiree started another GoFundMe, that way she could get the money for court. Do you think that's why Stephanie's also doing all this rage bait? But what's even funnier is Drew had posted a video and people were in his comments talking about, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Drew's content better than Stephanie's. But like y'all know, if y'all seen the video, drop your comments below, let me know your thoughts. Because does she not realize that everybody's gonna find everything out? So why lie?
The kids deserve better. Wait, what the think I ain't lose sleep over that The hell? I'm drinking whoever's water this is. Who's Audrey? Who's that? Yeah, they have monthly ones. They have like $4,000 a month monthly. This is expensive enough. Okay, but the thing is, and I seen this lady who said she was a professional organizer. I commented on the video, and she said she had tips for us. Lady, what's your tips for my children? It ain't me and Drew who have the issue. And when it comes down to it, we've thought about, we're gonna get this to organize.
Today we're diving into the wild world of Stephanie Jenkins, aka Resilient Jenkins, the TikTok mom of 5 who's got the internet in a chokehold with her latest alleged shenanigans. If you've been following this saga, you know it's like a never-ending soap opera where the plot twists are all about denial, defensiveness, and what many are calling straight-up fibs. But hold on. Before we spill all the tea, quick question, where are you watching from right now? What's the time in your country? And if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a drop. All right, let's get into it. This is all rumored and alleged, of course, nothing confirmed, just the buzz floating around online. So picture this. Stephanie goes live on TikTok, dropping what sounds like a casual bombshell about her living situation. She claims they're shelling out $700 a week for this motel room that's housing her, Drew, and their 5 kids. $700 every single week? That's allegedly adding up to a whopping $2,800 a month for what essentially looks like a cramped, no-frills space. And the internet? Oh, honey, it exploded.
First and foremost being, on this day a year ago, Stephanie and Drew were living in their 1-bedroom apartment with 4 children, 2 adults, and a few cats. And they went from living like this to this and this. Now they have 5 children, 2 adults, no animals, living in 1 motel room. Instead of going from rags to riches, they literally went from rags to rags. I'm sorry, that wasn't funny. I don't know why I'm trying to make jokes, because there's nothing funny about living in a situation like this, especially for those poor kids, especially for the youngest 2, who literally know nothing but living in a small space, a dirty space at that. It's just...
People were quick to call her out, pointing out that in the area where she's rumored to be staying, there are government programs and homeless shelters designed specifically for families in tough spots. And guess what? They don't charge a dime. It's all about getting folks back on their feet without the financial burden. So why, the rumors ask, is she out here alleging that she's paying through the nose? It feels like one of those moments where the story doesn't quite add up, and the online detectives are living for it. But let's rewind a bit and unpack this live stream, because it's not just about the money. It's the way she delivers it, with that mix of pride, sarcasm, and what some allege is pure deflection. She explains how they pay with a card, like it's some everyday flex, and when someone presses her on fixing her credit to finally move out, she snaps back with, "Oh, today, I'm going to do that right away." You can almost hear the eye roll through the screen. Then she doubles down. Do you not know how rebuilding credit works?
But then we're like, isn't that kind of like investing in staying? I mean, sure, we could make it more comfortable, but we're also making do. Yeah, it's crappy that the dishes end up like this and this and this and this, but whatever. It's making do without spending a tremendous amount more to make this comfortable when this isn't our end goal. If that makes sense, like, why would we, you know what I'm saying? I do think we could find, like, I don't even know, maybe Temu type stuff that, just to help the kids organize their stuff a little bit better. Yeah, we are doing the best we can to save, yeah. We pay a lot for this freaking motel. I tried to do a middle part and you see how terrible I did? I figured out myself right now. I'm actually like not, I have no problem saying this. We pay $700 a week for this motel. Balding? Are you serious? I like literally would take my hair off for that comment. Are you serious with me? Balding?
It's got that defensive edge, like she's tired of the questions, but doesn't have a solid plan to back it up. Allegedly, this isn't the first time she's brushed off concerns like this. It's become her go-to response, a way to shut down the conversation without actually addressing the elephant in the room. And honestly, it's relatable on some level. We've all had those moments where life's piling up and you just want people to back off. But when you're a public figure sharing your life for views and allegedly some income, those questions don't just vanish. Now, diving deeper into her alleged justifications, she starts listing out why the motel is supposedly the better choice over something like a trailer. She talks about how they'd have to clean the expletive out of that thing weekly, and it would just add more load to their already packed week. Fair point, right?
It's not great. I originally wasn't even going to say anything about that video until I read this caption on that video on FB. To start, she says, "I have so many emotions watching my videos in the apartment. I see all the moments I missed opportunities to do better for my kids." Really, Stephanie? You think? You definitely missed opportunities to do better for your kids when you stopped paying rent, so they stopped having a place to live. You missed the opportunity of being a good mother when you shoved all of your children in the living room and the dining room and gave yourself the one bedroom for you and Drew, instead of giving your kids that one bedroom. You missed the opportunity to do better for your cats when you literally threw them outside like they meant nothing to you. You missed the opportunity to literally get a job so that you could keep paying rent and your kids would have a place to live. And she goes on to say, "But I also see everything we built as a family, our unbreakable connections with each other. You may not see it, but we've come further than I'm able to put into words. I'm just grateful, and still that's all I have." You've come further than you're able to put into words? Please enlighten us, because all I see every single month is just regression. You guys went from living in a one bedroom with 4 kids, 2 adults, to one motel room with 5 kids and 2 adults. So I don't understand how you guys have come further as a family. Not to mention, your kids seem very unhappy. So please enlighten us, Stephanie, onto how you guys have come further as a family, because I simply don't see it.
Trailers can require maintenance, like emptying tanks or dealing with plumbing quirks. But then she contrasts it with the motel's conveniences. Running water on demand, a flushing toilet, and even that crappy but free toilet paper they provide. She laughs about the quality, alleging it's so thin it's basically useless. But hey, it's there when they need it. It's these little details that paint a picture of someone allegedly clinging to familiarity amid chaos. Allegedly, she's framing this as a smart, temporary setup, but the rumors suggest it's dragging on way longer than it should. And let's not forget the alleged reduction in their food stamps. She mentions it's down to a literal fraction of what it was, adding to the stress. Yet, instead of pivoting to a plan B like scouting cheaper options or hustling for extra income, it's all about making do in this spot.
just keep putting halts to mine and Drew's success. And that's the thing, is like, how can you sit there and be like, do better, but we're gonna make sure you can't? Can you just F off and then watch it? Like, watch how much better we could be if y'all just stop hating. That's the thing. It's not, well, Drew, 9 times out of 10, goes and intentionally makes the extra money first to spend on our ganja. What about my eyes? Do you like them? Do you like them?
Then she pivots to the ongoing drama with Deshawn's mom, Desiree, and oh boy, it's a mess. Stephanie's alleging that people are trying to trap her into breaking a court order by constantly bringing up Deshawn and his mom. She's like, Deshawn's mom this, Deshawn's mom that, claiming it's all a setup to get her to say something she shouldn't. She even says she's biting her tongue because she's got so much tea she could spill, but she's holding back for the next court date. Here's the thing, though. Rumors are swirling that Desiree hasn't said anything legally off limits, at least not that anyone's seen. So what's Stephanie hinting at?
I'm literally the definition of a stepmom. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to not responding to all of you, and if you want to leave, go ahead. Oh, because we're not married. I mean, a couple more years still coming along. So I did, like, extensive research yesterday for, like, 2-3 hours, just trying to find, like, affordable activities that we can maybe do throughout the winter. And then I also found, which probably people are going to be like, duh, you didn't know that? No, I didn't know this. But there's a lot of places that will, like, accept if you have WIC or something, and they'll give you a discounted price. And yes, we still have WIC for now, until the government shuts that down. Anyways, so yeah, I was able to find a few things that I'm really hoping we can start taking the kids to. It's like, people be like, well, we would just support you more if you do more with your kids, and I fully agree with that. Like, I want to do more with my kids. I want to do those, like, what do you call them, Halloween movie night things, and, like, it's just, y'all really don't get that, like, everything costs something, and we're doing the best we can to save and get out of here. Then do it. Okay, that's the thing, is, like, if the people who get all the support are also getting all of the financial support from that too, and it's like, you just handed them the means to make that happen.
Allegedly, she's acting like she's got some bombshell that'll flip the script in court, but the internet's calling her bluff. And let's be clear, Stephanie's not married to Drew, so she's got no legal standing in this custody mess. The judge isn't waiting for her TED Talk. Rumors say she's just jealous, hating on Desiree for trying to get custody of her own son. It's giving petty, and it's not a good look when you're allegedly in no position to throw stones. Speaking of throwing stones, Stephanie's out here with some wild comments about other people in this saga. She says, "Say all the expletive you want about Deshawn. That's just fueled by people who don't." And then trails off. But then she's like, keep Atlas out of it. Atlas is fine. And when it comes to Jeremiah, she's all, how the expletive would I know how Jeremiah is? I'm honestly surprised that guy is still kicking it in there. I thought people would be like, we know about your offenses.
And I keep telling you, like, imagine if we'd been handed fucking 10 grand. What? You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with y'all knowing I smoke the ganja, but I do not do nothing else. And so I got nothing else to get clean from. And I don't care if you think I do. I can't, in good conscience, sit there and spend money on makeup and my nails and, like, all these things that, like, I feel would perk me up. I can't do it because I'm like, no, my kids are living in a fucking motel. Why would I spend that kind of money? You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and call me trashy, call me ugly. I don't care. I know what I look like deep down. I know what I could present if I just was able to do that for myself. And it took me a while to be okay with that and, like, just not hold the self-conscious demeanor about it. At this point, I, like, almost have no choice but to get mods because it keeps telling me, like, my lives are going to be restricted because of the bullying. Y'all stop, just get out of here. I know that's your goal, is to just keep putting halts to mine and Drew's success. And that's the thing, is, like, how can you sit there and be like, do better, but we're going to make sure you can't? Can you just F off and then watch it? Like, watch how much better we could be if y'all just stop hating. That's the thing. It's not, well, Drew, 9 times out of 10, goes and intentionally makes the extra money for us to spend on our ganja. What do you mean with a new girl working overnight? Like a new girl got hired and he's working with her? Or what are you trying to say? So many women must, like, I don't know. I mean, and I guess that's a good thing to some extent if you have a man that you can, like, wrap part of your identity around. But also, like, why is it just, like, everyone's just, like, leave Drew, this, Drew, that. Okay. If he's doing all that nasty stuff, which I don't believe he is, that's his karma. That's his thing. And when I actually found out for it to be, like, it's actually true, based off facts that are in my face instead of a bunch of online trolls, yeah, but the thing is, with that whole side piece thing, now that this neighbor finally fucking moved out, y'all, I'm almost 1000% positive that was my neighbor and either Morgan or somebody else, maybe even Jenna, collecting information from that freaking neighbor and then making some stuff up, because it was like, why is this person saying stuff we literally just fought about? Like, that's weird. And that neighbor was always sitting right outside our window. Like, every time we'd go out, she'd have her little smoking chair right outside our window, y'all, and we'd be like, can you move the fuck away, because you can't just sit there. I sound crazy? That shit was crazy. She went through our trash. We caught her. She went through our freaking trash that we put in there. We were like, what are you doing? We just got that shit out of our car.
Okay, pause. This is allegedly her husband we're talking about. Yes, husband. Because those divorce papers haven't been signed yet. And she's insinuating he's got charges serious enough that she's shocked he's still around. Bestie, you chose to marry him, have 2 kids with him, and now you're airing this out on live. The audacity. And don't get me started on the accent. Rumors say she's slipping into some new voice every other sentence, like she's auditioning for a one-woman show. At this point, nobody knows what her real voice sounds like, and it's giving performative chaos. Speaking of the motel, Stephanie's doubling down on normalizing it. She's allegedly chatting with other families in similar setups, saying some have been motel hopping for 1 or 2 years, and it's just how it is for some people. Sure, tough times hit hard, and nobody's denying that. But when you're allegedly raking in multiple income streams from social media, it's not the same story as families without that kind of platform.
It doesn't matter. You guys have all decided that you full-heartedly believe that, and there's nothing I can say to change your mind about it. I had no... what's the word? I had no part in Deshaun's mom not having a relationship with him until I went viral. I had no part in that. I never shut the door on her. I never said she couldn't call. I didn't even know who the frick she was until after that. She came over 1 time in the extent of the time that me and Drew were together. Mind you, she asked for money. The fuck? Yeah, and if that's the case, bro, why? Why is that all you're here to do? He genuinely thinks you want to have a connection with him. He's excited that you want to be in the picture. So if that's really what it's about, there shouldn't be any fighting. It should just be a beautiful, good thing.
She's framing it as this relatable struggle, but rumors call it a choice, especially when she's allegedly turned down better options. And then there's Drew, her little hubby, as she calls him, also allegedly cashing in on his own content. She even posted about him not being able to pick up the kids from school, so she's got to do it for her husband. The internet's like, wait, you're calling Drew your husband now? And then she flips to talking about Jeremiah, her actual husband, in the same breath, throwing shade about his charges. It's a tangled web, and she's allegedly weaving it live for all to see. The chaos doesn't stop there. In one clip, she's allegedly serving her kid Momo a full metal pan of food straight off the stove, plopped right onto her high chair, or low chair, whatever that tiny table is. Not a plate, not a bowl, a whole pan, barely fitting, where one wrong move could allegedly send it crashing onto Momo's toes. The internet's like, girl, what? Safety's not even an afterthought here. It's just not a thought.
Did you guys see the newest Resilient Jenkins video of Manova literally eating with the pan on top of her little tray? Now, why would you give a baby a whole entire pan to eat of instead of a bowl and a spoon? The pan is about to fall off. And then to make it worse, the crust that's on the bottom of the pan, she's literally scraping that and eating it. The state of the motel room is absolutely insane. They've got grapes hanging out on the counter. They've got dirty dishes on the floor. They've got dirty dishes on the counter. They've got dirty dishes everywhere. Crumbs all over the bed. Crumbs all over the floor. Dirty socks on the floor. Literally everything is on the floor. Giving your baby a pan to eat out of, a pan or pot, is diabolical. Ain't no way that CPS walked in that motel room and was like, oh no, everything's fine and dandy, don't need to do anything here.
And then there's Atlas, allegedly left in the car while Stephanie's out doing her little workouts on the motel lawn, picking up trash or whatever. She claims she can see him, but he's not buckled in properly, and people are asking, can you hear him if he's crying or needs help? Rumors say she's done this before, leaving him in the car while she's off acting a fool. The internet's screaming CPS needs to make a call, because this isn't just a one-off. It's an alleged pattern of questionable choices.
So, did you leave your baby at home, Stephanie Jenkins, to go get cookies? Where is your baby? Where is Momo, Manova, Moderna, whatever her name is? Stephanie Jenkins Thompson. Where is your baby? And I really hope that I'm the boo-boo the fool over here, and you are just passing them back and forth. And I say but I mean passing the baby girl back and forth to make it look like you didn't take her. Because how is it that you are such a pick-me that Drew takes you to go get some free one-day-old cookies? I say free, I don't know, day-old cookies, and you're like a lapdog. You are loving that. You are so impressed with a bare minimum, and you were able to take Atlas, but why couldn't you take the baby? I'm telling you, she's with Addie. Addie's at home taking care of her, and there's no I've watched the video multiple times. There is no urgency to get home. You even eat your cookies in the car. Did Atlas get some?
And let's not gloss over the cleaning saga. Drew's allegedly on live, scrubbing away, while Stephanie's standing behind him, phone in hand, reading comments and correcting everything he says. The kids? Nowhere to be seen or heard, possibly outside alone. People are whispering they're left in the car again. Commenters are trying to give Drew housing advice, talking about credit issues, and he's like, yeah, if we qualify, yada yada. Stephanie jumps in, allegedly annoyed, ranting about how people act like they know everything. But here's the kicker. If she's cleaning all day, every day, like she claims, why's the motel room allegedly a mess? Stuff all over the floor, food everywhere, trash not even making it to the bin. Drew's just tossing it onto a plate instead.
You can't resist. Yeah, I can avoid your lies because, girl, I don't care. But you can't resist. Go ahead and show the fuck back up like you already did. But how about one-on-one instead of two? No, what I do is I shut the door to confrontation, to that negative energy that she just can't seem to sit down and act like an adult and talk to me. Because here's my thing with you, girl. As if you're just such a good mom. You've had your child in your life. You are. You have evidence that you've been a good mom. So why stand there and defend a mom who deliberately was not in the picture? So much so that you're going to put somebody down that has nothing to do with you. What's it come down to? Because he came home from that park that one time and said, you can't be calling that lady mama because she don't look nothing like you. So what's the real intention behind why you don't like me? That's what I gotta know. And like I said, I have a lot I could be saying, but I just don't feel like it's worth it. I feel like eventually it'll have to come out, because if you're gonna spread lies daily, that's fine, but I'm gonna make sure I'm working on what I gotta do for my life and my family, and I don't care about y'all's freaking drama. I don't care.
And then Stephanie gets a phone call mid-live, freaking out like, "Oh my god, I thought I missed an appointment." Rumors are swirling it might have been CPS, and honestly, the internet's hoping it was, given the alleged neglect vibes. Oh, and let's circle back to her reasoning for sticking with the motel over something like a trailer or RV. She's allegedly saying it's because she'd have to clean the poop out and deal with maintenance like it's some insurmountable burden. Bestie, are we serious? Trailers have running water, flushing toilets, all the basics she's hyping up about the motel, without the alleged $700 a week price tag.
I don't ask for money ever, so I don't know what you're talking about. I could give a frick who donates what, who interacts. I'd rather all the people who interact and engage negatively just not. I would rather them just not. Or you just literally block. I love it when I can do that. Columbus Day, y'all celebrate that? Really? Wrong channel. When are you fixing your credit to move? Oh, today. I'm gonna do that right now. Yeah. That's how I'm gonna start answering to all y'all who just... You come at me like I'm the one who lacks education. Do you not know how rebuilding credit works? Why am I covering... Oh, because I was tired of people talking about her cross-eye. Like, yo, rude as crap. Making up stuff about a child's condition when you literally don't know what you're talking about, and then you just assume it's messed up so you don't get access. She wishes I was scared of her. She freaking wishes. I don't mind answering questions like this. Like, we had our food stamps reduced. We still have some of it, but a literal fraction of it.
Speaking of which, that claim's got the internet in stitches. She's allegedly insisting they pay $700 a week, or maybe a month, she's vague, for this motel, but rumors say it's a government-subsidized shelter where families don't pay rent. Why allege you're dropping thousands when programs in her area are designed to house families for free? Some are whispering it's a ploy to dodge child support or look better in court, especially with Desiree allegedly starting a GoFundMe to cover her own legal fees. It's like Stephanie's playing 4D chess with no pieces, and the internet's clocking every move. And don't sleep on Drew's content allegedly outshining hers.
After 4 long years of being grateful and waiting, King Daddy finally took Stephanie on a $5 date.
To the spot that I told her I was going to take. Promised her for 1,000 years. Nate.
A mouse there lying. You making her wait for some leftover cookies. Don't ask King Daddy for no donuts
Nate,
or cookies. Get used to being disappointed. Look how happy she is, bruh. Over some leftover cookies.
These gluten-free cookies, best cookies in the world, that are gluten-free. And take her to the spot and get her reaction. Let's go.
Doesn't open the door for her and not him making her close the door after she walks in with Bubba's. Wrong way to make her feel like a princess. The way she's overjoyed by 2 bags of leftover cookies, bruh. Good job, Drew. You won yourself a whole week of PS5 time, I'm sure.
What do you have to say about that, please?
Perfect.
What?
Baby, it was nice. It was perfect. It smelled great. Everything looked adorable.
Well done, King Daddy. You impressed a woman with standards lower than the Marianas trend.
People in his comments are saying they vibe with his videos more, which has gotta sting. But Stephanie's not slowing down. She's out here alleging the haters are the problem, not her choices. She's dodging accountability like it's her cardio, from leaving kids in cars to prioritizing gardening over savings. And the shade she throws at Desiree, allegedly jealous and petty, especially when she's got no legal ground to stand on in the custody fight. It's like she's fighting for clout instead of stability, and the kids are caught in the crossfire. The thing that really amps up the drama, though, is how this motel is allegedly not just any old pay-by-the-week joint. Rumors are swirling that it's tied to a government-run shelter program, meant as a short-term lifeline for families to regroup and move forward.
So if anybody was curious, I started putting like stickers over like the direct view of her face because Just got tired of the freaking cross-eyed comments. Like, out of line, y'all. Out of line. My baby's adorable. She is. I was gonna just put her down in her high chair with some snacks, but she like immediately threw a fit at me. Thank you, I appreciate that. I just put mascara on. I don't like heavy stuff on my face, but this was like the first morning in a while I woke up and my eyes weren't overly irritated, and I was like, okay, I'm actually gonna put it on this morning because I feel like the constant like Deshaun's mom this, Deshaun's mom that is like all like this. I don't know. Y'all really try to trap me in like saying stuff to break the court order. Meanwhile, like she just uses third parties to do the dirty work for her. Like it isn't happening. Like she isn't literally saying shit she shouldn't be saying. Because I have a ton.
But for Stephanie, it's allegedly turned into her long-term base. Like she's normalized it as home sweet home. People online are sharing alleged screenshots and docs pointing this out, alleging that families in these programs don't pay rent. It's subsidized to help them save and stabilize. So when she alleges they're dropping $700 weekly, it raises eyebrows big time. Is it pride, control, or just an alleged attempt to rewrite the narrative so she doesn't look like she's relying on assistance? Whatever it is, it's got folks alleging she's not being fully transparent, especially when she blames the online negativity for holding her back. Speaking of that blame game, Stephanie's allegedly pointed fingers at the internet trolls and haters for scaring off brand deals and opportunities. She claims the constant hate is what's blocking her path to better things, making it hard to provide the life her kids deserve. And yeah, that sounds exhausting. Who wouldn't feel crushed by strangers dissecting your every move?
I have so much and it's so hard to bite my fucking tongue. But that's not gonna happen. I just have to believe it'll all full circle eventually, and maybe I can just bring it back to the next court date or something. You can be happy about that. You can be satisfied, and when you decide, and when you see who it is behind the person you're defending, it's fine. That's fine. I need to get glasses. I have an appointment next month, and I'm excited. I mean, the reverse could be said about you too, because you sit there supporting and sending gifts to people who are lying to you. Meanwhile, I got nothing to lie about to y'all. I'm open, honest, transparent, freaking tell you what's going on with my mental state. I'm not embarrassed to. What's crazy is that like a lot of the families that we talk to that have been in the same motel as us, they're running on like a year, 2 years motel hopping. I'm not saying like that's just well, it could be and it's just okay, but it's like, you know, the reality of it is sometimes that's how it is for people. And if like you don't have to follow us, if it's something that irks you that freaking much, you don't have to watch it, you know? No, we don't have another cat. That cracks me up. My daughters just play like, I don't know what they're called, but they're like these meowing cats. Do you guys remember Guitar Hero? Well, they have these little games on the kids' tablets that are like meowing cats that they have to press a button to each meow or whatever. But I really think that's what people thought we had kids. Or I mean, we don't have kids, cats. See, that's the thing. It's just because a bunch of online idiots decide that they're going to believe everything they hear doesn't make what I'm saying a lie. What you're believing is, but I'm not the liar. That's okay. Say all the fuck you want about Deshaun, because that's just fueled by people who don't. We'll keep Atlas out of it. Atlas is fine. How the fuck would I know how Jeremiah is? How the hell would I know? I'm honestly surprised that guy is still kicking it in there. I thought people would be like, we know about your offenses, how they be in there, but apparently not. But yet, you be like following me. What you following for? Just the hate. I don't get it. That shit makes no sense to me.
But the irony, she's not allegedly stepping away from the spotlight. Instead, she's right there, clapping back in comments, going live, and feeding the cycle. Rumors say she's even posted things like, "You could be grateful I engaged instead of being irritated to see my name." This will all eventually circle on y'all. Eventually, I'm gonna pop up in those content creator events too. It's got that defiant vibe, like she's alleging the hate is fuel, but it also traps her in the same spot. And let's be real, as a creator myself, I know the grind. Social media can pay the bills if you're strategic. Allegedly, she's got sub-only content on TikTok and Instagram, pulling in cash from followers. But rumors question where it's all going. Not to housing upgrades, apparently, but maybe Target runs or other non-essentials while the family's allegedly crammed in one room. That's where the critical lens sharpens, besties. Allegedly, before the eviction, she knew it was coming. People were warning her to prepare, to stash cash, or line up options. But rumors say she ignored it all, then got mad when resources couldn't swoop in last minute.
Drew Jenkins is actively on live cleaning. Sorry, it was kind of hard for me to even get that out. And the comments are going crazy. Not only that, they have the kids, I guess, outside by themselves somewhere, because Stephanie is standing behind the phone reading all the comments, correcting everything that he's saying, and people are giving him advice, and he's like, yeah, if we qualify, we just really don't have that great a credit, yada, yada, yada. And then here comes Stephanie. See, that's what I can't stand. See, people just always sitting there acting like they know everything, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, girl, if you got so much to say, why ain't your ass helping him clean?
And get this. She's allegedly turned down family help, like staying with her mom, choosing the motel instead. Why? She hasn't spilled the full tea on what went down with her mom, alleging it wasn't that bad since she won't detail it, but still opting for a tiny hotel room over more space for the kids. It's alleged to be pure denial, prioritizing something, maybe independence or avoiding family drama over stability. As a mom in the rumors, any parent allegedly choosing homelessness vibes over family support raises red flags. It's not about judging tough times. It's about alleged patterns where help is offered, but refused. And oh, the help offers keep coming. Allegedly. Strangers, creators, housing advocates, all piling in with options.
Instead of just standing there with your bag on your shoulder and your shoes on, acting like you're about to go somewhere, and the kids are nowhere to be seen or heard. People are commenting that they left them out in the car. And my other question is, Stephanie, if you clean all the time, all day, every day, then why the hell does that place look like that? Stuff all over the floor, food and stuff everywhere. And then he's taking the trash off the floor, throwing it in the packing plate instead of walking it over to the trash. And then Stephanie got a phone call, and she was like, oh my God, I thought that I missed some kind of appointment or something. And people were like, was that CPS? I hope to God it was, honestly, because it's not the first time she has left the little one in the car. She left him in the car while she went to act a fool in the lawn, while she was running around, working out, whatever, talking about, oh, he's fine, as he wasn't even all the way buckled in. He could have crawled out of his seat, got up there, put the car in drive or whatever. Like, she just really don't be thinking at all. But if y'all have seen any of this and you're watching his live right now, let me know your thoughts in the comments.
One rumor floats around about a 3-bedroom house for $800 a month the first year, bumping to $900 later. She allegedly denied knowing about it or said she wouldn't take it for privacy reasons. Privacy? From the woman who allegedly live streams her location and daily life? The internet's cackling over that one. Then there's this single mom of 4 who allegedly stitched a video showing off her $1,049 Oklahoma apartment, spacious living room, which she uses as her bedroom to give kids priority, big table for 7, clean kitchen with pantry, washer-dryer included, storage closets, and a bathroom with jacuzzi tub and standalone shower. No dishes washed in there, she emphasizes. She alleges hardwood floors to avoid carpet messes and stresses. It's nothing fancy, but it's stable and safe. Her message? Ditch the excuses, leave Drew if needed, return dish on, allegedly a reference to a child in custody drama, move states, start fresh. She works full-time, pays her bills solo, no man-child holding her back. It's alleged as a direct clapback to Stephanie's situation, showing what's possible with hustle.
Stephanie Jenkins saying that she's not going to get a trailer or an RV or anything like that just because of the simple fact that she has to clean it and have like maintenance done on it is just the epitome of Stephanie Jenkins Thompson. My dog agrees. I do honestly think she has a medical condition where she's allergic to working and also accountability. Now, the prognosis doesn't look good because you have to start an actual, like, really, really intensive course of treatment, and it's called Get It Together, You're an Adult. And some people, it's life ending. But in all reality, like, Stephanie Jenkins, why would you say that? Like, why would you say that you don't want to clean the poop out of the RV or do anything like that? Do you really, like, have two little brain cells in your head fighting for their life? I don't understand. Make it make sense. But follow me for more hot takes like this.
But allegedly, Stephanie stays put. Not because options are scarce, but because change means upheaval, accountability, maybe even admitting the current setup isn't cutting it. She allegedly reflects on old apartment videos, saying she has so many emotions watching them, missed opportunities to do better for the kids, but also the unbreakable connections built as a family. Rumors point out those videos showed kids sleeping in kitchens, on floors, makeshift setups, no real stability. Now she's allegedly romanticizing it as progress.
What gives Stephanie Thompson the audacity? Like, she's showing her kids basically eating on the bed, eating all on the floor. There's crumbs. If you look at this picture, there is crumbs on that bed. And that's where she sleeps. That's where everybody sleeps. Like, you know, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Do you remember that scene where the grandparents were all sleeping together in the same bed, all four of them? Yeah, that's her and her kids. Because she downgraded when they used to sleep on a piece of toast next to the fruit basket in the dining room or kitchen. Because I don't know if it was a dining room. It was a kitchen. First video that I saw. But, like, she's proud that she's living like this. And if she's not proud, imagine putting your kids out there on the internet just because you're so thirsty for attention. Here I go trying to mind my own business, but then Stephanie Jenkins does something crazy. And, like, they're going on live. I'm telling you, it must be TikTok payday. Like, something must be going on where they need funds because they ran out of, you know, I don't know. But they're really going hard on TikTok. But follow me for more videos like this.
Another single mom chimes in allegedly. She was homeless with 4 kids, stayed in hotels and shelters, but worked the whole time, got a house in months without waiting on government aid. No excuses. Childcare, switch shifts with a partner, step out of comfort zones for the kids. She alleges Stephanie and Drew are too attached, unwilling to separate for work, prioritizing their relationship over the children's well-being. Just own it, she says. I don't trust this man alone because he might cheat, and I put my feelings over my kids. Harsh, but alleged as the raw truth from someone who's been there. Then there's the kid stuff that tugs at heartstrings.
In my comments saying, you're nasty, this, that, and the third, and like, he shouldn't even love your kids because he don't give a crap about mine, and like,
as she should be. Did she stutter? I'm sorry, she's right. He should not be playing with your kids and playing dad to them when he doesn't even acknowledge his own son. Is there something I can help explain to you about this? Is this not making sense to you? You really thought you ate with that. You thought that this was calling her out for being petty when really, even if she did say that, which I don't think she did, I think you're full of shit. Even if she did say that, she would have every right to. Because he absolutely should not be out playing daddy to your girls while completely ignoring his own flesh and blood child. What is not clocking for you about that?
like, why can't he have other bonds? It's giving very much he couldn't do it right with me. He shouldn't have it right with anybody else.
What do you mean, other bond? You and your kids are the only bond. He doesn't have a bond with his first child. What do you mean? It's giving she wants him to step up and be a father, or at least financially support the child he laid down and made before he goes and plays daddy to some woman he barely knows and her kids. I am genuinely really having a hard time understanding what about this is not computing for you. Are you okay? What you're giving is you don't care about this other kid's existence. You don't care. You don't care if he's financially supported, if he's emotionally, physically, spiritually supported. Thank God Arlita is a good mother and she's handling it okay, but she shouldn't have to do it alone. And what you're giving is you think that your girls, you and your girls, are the only thing that matters, and you could give a shit less about this child. I don't think I have ever seen a woman more out of touch with reality in my life than Stephanie Thompson. She takes the cake.
Allegedly, Stephanie's covering her infant daughter's face in videos with stickers because of cross-eyed comments. But rumors say folks weren't mocking. They were concerned about a wandering eye that popped up suddenly, urging medical checkups. Now she's allegedly blocking views to dodge comments, prioritizing her comfort over addressing potential health issues. She mentions her own glasses appointment next month, excited, but allegedly no urgency for the baby's eye. And organization. A pro-organizer offered tips, but she alleges it's the kids messing things up, not her or Drew. Buying storage feels like investing in staying, so they make do, even if dishes pile up.
Let's talk about the Resilient Jenkins and the GFM that everybody is outraged about. So as y'all know, I made a video the other day about Desiree starting another GFM because she wants to get Deshaun home faster. And apparently, since I won't post this link, I have something to do with Mama D and whoever the fuck else that these people are accusing me of being affiliated with. It makes no sense for y'all to accuse me of working with Mama D when she literally has been posting my son in only his fucking diaper, which I think is weird. Also, I have never needed anybody's help on getting engagement. I have never worked with anybody because I get plenty of fucking engagement on my own account. Also, I have never spoke to Des personally, so if she were to ask me to post the link, it would be one thing, but she never has. And these accusations are straining from a woman who lost her son and is all but hurt because I won't post her son on my TikTok. Seems to me that Desiree's GFM is doing just fine without me having to post it. And let me make something else very clear. I owe nobody shit because this is my account and I can post whatever I want.
Clutter in a one-room space with 5 kids? Alleged recipe for stress. But she's framing it as temporary grit. Custody drama adds layers, allegedly involving Drew's son Deshaun. Stephanie's snarky about his bio mom, alleging she's using third parties for dirty work while Stephanie bites her tongue, but doesn't really. She claims it's hard not to clap back, but alleges it'll circle back in court. Rumors say she's shady, implying she's the better option despite the motel life. She's allegedly not his bio mom, but stepmom, and in a few years, she'll call her mom. But with unstable housing, how's that better? She alleges the court's decision bothered the ex, and she's here for it, wanting to build a positive relationship as his mother's. Yet every chance alleged shade flies.
She has not proven to me now one time that she's gonna be decent about her energy that she brings. Therefore, I'm not going to, like Drew said to her, you want to talk with some decent energy? We can have a full-on conversation. We can talk for hours. That's fine. If you want to keep bringing all that energy, I got nothing to say. Hey, baby. I'm irritated. I'm done with it. Do you understand that literally the first time I posted a picture of me and my kids playing with Drew, she was in my comments. We were together for like 5 or 6 months, and she was in my comments saying, you're nasty, this, that, and the third, and like, he shouldn't even love your kids because he don't give a crap about mine, and like, why can't he have other bonds? It's giving very much he couldn't do it right with me. He shouldn't have it right with anybody else. It's not about your kid at this point because you just pick fights about everything that has not shit to do about the kid anymore. And I understand that. If it was about like, hey, I'm just trying to call him out on not being there for this kid and the child support, I could support that because I'm a mom as well. And I would be like, why the fuck aren't you? I've said some things to him myself. But the rest of the drama, the rest of the everything that keeps coming at it doesn't need to be a part of it, bro. It just doesn't. I would try to, but I'm not trying to be yelled at with that energy. I don't bring that energy towards people. And she instantly is like, wah! I don't need that. We're done talking about her. Wow. I won't break and say everything that I could. It'll come out. She's shaking, she's nervous, she's scared. I'm unfazed. If you would like to talk to me, you know where I'm at. I have enough to literally, like, put restraining orders on you if I wanted to. If I was terrified, I would have gone that route. But I quite literally think that your energy is freaking irrelevant. Yeah, we're not supposed to be. That's why it's jacked up that Desiree goes the route of having Arlita talk for her. And it's like, it's not happening. You're still breaking the order by doing that.
It's unhinged, rumors say. Focus on your own kids first. More alleged fibs. People heard meowing, saw a child petting something, alleging another cat. She denies, saying it's tablet games like Guitar Hero, but with cats. But rumors insist it was visual, not just audio. Then other families allegedly motel hop for years, normalizing it. But is that the goal? Majority parents allegedly fight tooth and nail to avoid that for kids. And the accent she allegedly slips into? Cringeworthy, per rumors, coming out when defensive. She alleges transparency. Open about mental state, smoking ganja, nothing else, no embarrassment. But can't spend on makeup or nails because kids are in a motel. Fair, but alleged as virtue signaling while taking gifts. Doesn't ask for money, but engages negativity.
Zasha's look wild. Stephanie Jenkins openly admitting that she gardens every single day while living in a motel room with her 5 children is insane. Like, it's so insane that my mind tries to believe that it's rage bait, because why would you do that? Why would you admit that you garden every single day as if it's cheap? And she herself finally answered the question of the people who always ask, well, she gets paid good on social media, where does all the money go? She told you where it goes. Which is, it's really, really sad, because, again, who knows how much money they're spending on gardening a month. And that could literally be going towards being saved for a house. But I'm literally stating the obvious here. It's so fucking obvious that I don't even want to say it. I just really can't believe that woman. And the way that, like, CPS fails children over and over. We should sue them.
And work? Drew's allegedly overnight with a new girl co-worker. Rumors question trust. Activities for kids. Allegedly researched affordable winter stuff. Some accepting WIC discounts. They still have it for now. Agrees more outings would boost support, but everything costs. Send money if you want it. Alleged as passive begging.
Drew just went out to go. I think he's cleaning the car out. That damn door open, it's freezing. Better? Close my mouth for you. I hope it made some of you leave. Brushing my tongue. I do. It's a condition, y'all. You really don't have anything to do. Like me and Drew keep saying, she just got so much time on her fucking hands, she ain't got shit to do. She's literally in my life. Girl. What's your issue with me? Arlita. Literally, girl, what the fuck have I done to you? Not shit. You need to just move on. Stop trying to fight a fight that ain't even yours. You're not supposed to be a part of it. No, because I'm not gonna, I know how she is. She's all about trying to break down everything that I've built. So if I put her on this live with me, all she's gonna do is try to spew a bunch of stuff to get my lives shut down. Baby, Arlita in here trying to fucking pick a fight with me. She ain't got nothing to do.
Oh. Oh, good.
Yep.
Good.
You're like, you're scared of me. You wish.
I dropped these off some donuts.
Oh, that's nice of you. Thanks, baby. It's all over the place. Drew deserves better. Drew's gonna leave you this. All over the place. Actually makes me feel kind of good that you really are that obsessed you couldn't avoid popping in my fucking life to try to start shit. Sorry. She is so. Team Orleo. Team Desiree. Team. Bye. That's how I feel about that. Bye. It's just like, where are they getting all this crap? Like, you're literally acting like Drew just sits up on the apps talking a bunch of stuff. He's barely on them like that. So for you guys to be like, he's been voicing he's going to get a vasectomy, he's going to cheat on you, he's going to leave you, he's already set it up. He's not saying any of that stuff. That's crazy. How come they don't never make a maple donut round?
I don't think it'll taste the same. I've had one. The texture's weird.
Really?
A maple ring, like a regular donut, it tastes weird.
They say it's called a maple bar, but
I don't know why. Yeah, it's always been a maple bar. No, I got honey maple bar, a chocolate bar with sprinkles and that lace and Paris thing that he likes.
Mm-hmm. Dang, it really just seems like there's nothing but Arlita's supporters in this comments now, so I'm gonna get going. Y'all can go on her live for that. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Wrapping this epic tea spill, besties, allegedly, it's a cycle of denial where staying costs more emotionally and financially than leaving. Options abound: jobs, housing, family, but she clings, alleging convenience over change. What do you think? Drop your thoughts below. Does this saga ever end, or is it the new normal? Thanks for watching, and remember, all rumored. Stay fabulous.